And have you read about Baby Seal and Little Penguin before, the characters? Baby Seal, okay, say their names. Baby Seal and Little Penguin. I want you to say it with your mouth. Baby Seal and Little Penguin. So which one do you think is Baby Seal? Wrapped up there. And what about Little Penguin? Do you think this one here might be Baby Seal? I don't know, he kind of looks like a baby, doesn't he? No, this looks like the mummy here. Okay, and Little Penguin. And look where they're going. They're going on a camping trip. So let's find out what they do on their trip. Just very quickly, when you look at this cover here, what sorts of things would you see on a camping trip? Have you been camping? You know what happens when you camp? Where are they sleeping? What are they sleeping in? Okay, so they're going to have a tent. And what else do you have to do when you're camping? How do you get your food? You might have to have a campfire, mightn't you? Okay, so there's some things that you have to do when you camp. So we're going to do it's called a shared preview here, and I don't know what you've done before, but when we do a shared preview, you two are going to quickly look through the pictures together. You would go like this. Let's show that you and I are partners here, okay? So open your book, you watch. This is how you're going to watch to do it. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the first picture. So I think this is Little Penguin, and I think this is Baby Seal, and they're out on the ice ready to camp. Turn over, you talk about this one.
I think
Take your hand away from your mouth so we can hear.
I think they're getting the tent set up.
Turn over to the next one. And so, they are lighting the campfire. Excellent. And so you two are going to be pairs, and you two are going to be pairs. Now I'm thinking today we're probably going to get through chapter 1 and 2. So chapter 2 finishes, why don't we look through the whole book and then you'll know about the whole book. Okay, so you go first, start on the page where there's the first picture, page 3, okay? So you go first and you tell your partner here, you tell Taylor, just very quickly what you think's happening, and then Taylor's going to turn. Okay, you going to do this page? You're talking to your partner.
I think they're packing up.
Turn the page and go on to the next one. Yep. So what do you think this is? What do you think this is called? Okay, keep going.
I think they're doing.
You can just whisper to your friend.
I think they're saying at the building.
Say that again.
I think they're getting the food ready.
What do you think is the most important thing on this page for camping? The campfire, exactly.
I think they're just eating and roasting.
What are they roasting?
Marshmallows.
And what do we call that? S'mores, exactly. Keep going. And if I put a sticky note over the picture, just move it. Okay, just move it so you can see. Okay.
I think they're in there.
Okay, keep going fast.
I think that mom came to wake them up.
Okay, just move it off the picture if you can't see. Yep. You go fast.
I think they went out of the tent.
So what's happening?
I think they're letting go at the snowstorm.
So this one was on page 15.
I think they
Put this one.
they're in their tent and their mom didn't come.
Okay.
Their mom's out.
Okay.
And they got scared.
Now, teachers, one thing I didn't do, which I will recommend you do, and I kind of forgot, keep talking, you keep talking to each other, is that I weave the introduction and vocabulary into the preview, so you only go through the book once. So now I'm going to have to go back and go through it again, but I wasn't sure how set they were with the shared preview, so I needed to make sure that was happening. Okay, back to the beginning. Let's look at page 4. Let's look at page 4. Okay, now this is a kind of a tricky word on this page, so let's have a look quickly and we're going to find it. This word says chuckled. Can you quickly find chuckled on page 5? Or your finger's right there. Were you looking? Yep, point to the beginning. Chuckled. It's right in the last paragraph. Yep. So what do you think chuckled means? It means you're laughing. Chuckled means you're, okay, so he chuckled, okay. Yeah, chuckled baby seal. Okay, so we'll be able to talk about that one. Complained, let's look on page 5 and find complained. Teachers, on the side, you don't always write them. These are kind of longer words. Complained, say that word.
Complained.
Now, do you know why we find these words? You're going to need them when you read. So keep them in your head. That's why I'm having you saying them and looking at them. Are you looking at them? So that when you get to them in your story, you know it. And complain means to grumble. Grumble about something. Oh my goodness. And then page 9, delicious. That's an easy one for you, delicious. Can you find the word delicious? Excellent. Slide your finger under it so you can check it, Taylor. Slide your finger underneath it, say it.
Delicious.
Say it.
Delicious.
Yep. Slide your finger, get your eyes on it and say, what is delicious? We think delicious means tasty, yummy. I've got a delicious lunch today. And page 13, we're going to find exclaimed, exclaimed. And these are all good talking words when they have complained and chuckled and exclaimed. They tell us how they said it. Let's push it back a little so I'm losing my book.
I was chuckling.
You, good for you. You've gone past it. This, in this part, it's in this part here. Look here, this sentence is here. Say it and look at it.
Explain.
Look at my mouth. Exclaimed. Exclaimed. Oh! She exclaimed. Exclaimed. You say that again.
Explain.
Yeah, it's a little different to the other one that you were saying. Okay, so we talked over here about s'mores. Does everybody know what s'mores are? S'mores, have you made s'mores on the bonfire with marshmallows? So you know what s'mores are. Okay, so we're going to try and get to the end of chapter 2 today, which would be page 9. So I want you to whisper read. That's way past page 9, isn't it? So you're not going to have to worry about that one. Starting right on page 2. And I want you just to read silently to yourselves, and I'm going to listen and read as you go. Okay. Now you don't need your finger. You can just read with your eyes and don't go too fast. I need to be able to hear you. I can't hear you, honey, so I can hear you. Start from here. Were you right? Go back and check it. That wasn't the tricky part, was it? Why did you come back and start from here? They
were getting ready for a camping trip.
That makes it sound right, doesn't it? Okay, keep going.
This is going to be so much fun. Little Penguin told Baby Seal. Did you remember to pack your flashlight? Asked Baby Seal. I sure did. And I'll pack something to cook over the campfire.
Now get your finger in there and break it. Yeah? Now think about what sort of word you're going to need. What are they doing? What do these marks tell you is happening? Somebody is... What do these little marks tell you is happening in the story? Somebody is talking. Okay, so this is going to be a talking word. It's about how they're talking. Okay? So be thinking about that. I sure did, and I've packed something yummy to cook over the campfire. Let's get your finger, get this one here, show yourself the first part. What does it say? She's answering the question. When you answer the question, you replied. You say it.
We fly.
Come back and put it in the story. Don't use your finger now, just use your finger to work stuff up.
Good. And I'll pack something I need to cook over the campfire. We fly what is it? Ask Baby Seal.
Now, I love how these ones up here with the talking marks, you really are sounding like the character. But look at me, you're going too fast. Don't go so fast. Because it's hard to hear what you're saying. It's hard for your brain to hear. So it's not about going fast, it's making it sound interesting like you did there. That's what readers do when they read. Keep going. Okay, where are you up to, Honey Bunch? Okay. How about you start from the beginning of the sentence?
This will make a.
Now don't go too fast.
This will make a good. Can't be safe. Can't be safe. Safe for everyone.
Now, why did you stop there? What did you notice? Put your finger in and check it.
This safe. Anyone said safe. And it was.
So what does it say?
Can't be safe. Can't safe.
Excellent. Come back and put it in the sentence. You put your finger in to work something out, and then you take your finger out.
This will make a good campsite. Simple. I'm starving, said Baby Seal. Let's go catch some fish. Baby Seal and Little Penguin fish and say good. Had enough fish for dinner. Well, first you roast marshmallows, said Little Penguin. And you put a marshmallow in a piece of chocolate.
What do you know about making s'mores? What do you use to make s'mores? You know you've got the,
Marshmallow.
and you know you've got the,
Chocolate.
and then what else do you need? What's the cookie that you use? Talk to me. Just talk to me first. Use what you know about the world. What sort of cracker does your mummy give you or your daddy give you? A graham? A graham cracker. See if that would make sense. And on, now come back and check it. On a,
Graham cracker.
and then you can take your finger out again. Yep.
One full Baby Seal. Then you put another graham cracker on the top like a seal. You don't need your finger when you read, just put it in when you go to work it out. Why don't you start from here? That's the beginning of the sentence. Read from here. Oh, is it s'mores or is it marshmallow? Chocolate, and it goes good. It's so good.
The way you're fixing that up, maybe it will eat as well.
Little Penguin made a s'more and gave it to Baby Seal. Well, you have.
If you need to put your finger in to check, feel free. Put your finger in and check it from here. What does this word say? Wow! Look, it's got ow, and now it's
Wow.
wow! Something's going to happen with this some more, I know for sure.
Wow, you were right.
Okay, now take your finger out because you've got that bit sorted out.
Wow, you were right. There's our dinosaurs.
I'm glad you stopped. It didn't make sense and it didn't look right. I think try from here, that will help you.
There's these are
This is one of the words we found and we practiced it so we would know it when we came to it. Think about the s'mores. He's eating them and what do you think he's thinking? Why did he say wow? What's he thinking about the s'mores? Put your finger here. These are,
delicious.
are you right? Were you right? You were right.
There are delicious. These are delicious. Can you make some more? Asked Baby Seal. Sure. That's why they're.
If we took the, it could be, if we went back to be two words, it would say they are, squished it together and it says there, there.
Climb up.
Start it from here.
That's why they're.
Use what you know. Can you see a piece you know in there? Put your finger up and help you.
Call.
Well, you can check it. What does that word say?
All.
And so that one would say,
Call.
and put the ED.
Call. Call.
You checked it. That's why they're called.
S'mores. And little penguin, you want some more?
Now, when you read, it's really important. You read what the author wrote. And you're a little inclined to make stuff up. Do you know that? Don't make stuff up. Get your eyeballs there and look. So what's that word going to say?
Said.
Do you know what you said the first time? What? And. It tells me you've got to look at the beginning and look across the word with
Said
your eye.
little penguin.
Yeah, because it didn't make sense. That's why they're called s'mores and little penguin. It's like your brain should be saying ding 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 ding. Doesn't make sense. Got to make it make sense. Okay? That's what your job is as a reader. Okay, just finish the sentence that you're up to. Now, who has finished page? You are well done, well done. You're nearly to the end. You're okay. That's the end of, that's turn over. That's the end of chapter 2. It's going into chapter 3. And tomorrow you'll read chapter 3. So let's go back to the beginning. I have no idea what the time is. I forgot to look when I started.
You
okay?
started at 9:10.
Okay. Well, I just about finished, aren't I, in that case? Quickly, let's look at the story. So, we already kind of I talked about this with some of you as we went through. What are the s'mores? What are the ingredients from the s'mores?
So they marshmallows and
Help her, you can join in. Somebody else, she's got graham crackers and marshmallows.
and chocolate.
And chocolate, and then they melt them over the fire. Can you find the page that tells you about the s'mores, what the s'mores are made of? You were fast, weren't you? You were really thinking about the story when you were reading. You were too. Okay, so why did Baby Seal think why did he want to keep s'mores a secret?
Because he didn't
Just a second, she's talking. You can build on her in a second.
Because it was probably going to be a surprise and he didn't want.
So you think it might have been a surprise? What do you think?
I think it would be like a surprise, so he didn't know. So if he gave it away, the surprise
It wouldn't be a
would
surprise. What else? What else could it be? Why else did he keep it a secret?
Because he wants to eat marshmallows.
I think he wants all the s'mores. I think you're onto something, Taylor. Okay, so very quickly, there were some words in that story which are tricky, okay? And let's look on page 2.
Hey, there's another person holding that.
Oh, it's another little mouse or something, is it? Ooh.
It's a
Page
little
2.
sushi.
Quick, page 2. And we one of the things we have to do when we're in grade 2 is break big words. They have big words. And so this one, let's get a clean side. This one here is on page 2. Let's find that word on page 2. Quick, find it on page 2. And what is it? What is that word? Flashlight. So we can clap it. Let's clap it. Flashlight. How many parts can you?
2.
So what's the first part?
Flash.
Find the first part. Show yourself the first part. And if you want to, like you're doing there, Kylie, you can cover. You can cover it. So you see the flash, and then you see the
Light.
and that's one way of breaking a word. Just do it like that so you can see this part. Say it.
Flash.
And
Light.
flash and light. Flashlight. Page 2, another one on page 2 is this one. Campfire. Can you find that quickly? Campfire. Or you are a fast searcher. Show yourself the first part, Maggie, and then show yourself the next part. Show yourself the first part,
Camp.
and then,
Fire.
and you can just use one finger and then pull your eyes across. Camp,
Fire.
and you show me how you did it.
Camp. Fire.
And do you know why that's so good for you? Because your eyes tend to be looking all over the word. That's going to train your eye to look smoothly across it. Okay, there are lots more. Last one, page 6. And then we've got to stop. We're out of time.
Fireman.
Page 6. And it's going to be driftwood. I'm not going to write this one for you. Driftwood. Show yourself the first part.
Drift. Wood.
Oh, perfect. Show yourself.
Drift.
Say.
Wood.
So where's, that's it, excellent. Drift.
Drift.
Perfect
Wood.
checking.
Drift. Wood.
Perfect checking.
Drift. Wood.
Perfect checking. So when you are working something out, you don't need your finger all the time now because it kind of makes you go choppy. It doesn't mean you can be a racing car without your finger. You've still got to be looking, okay? So tomorrow you're going to finish this with your teacher, okay? Shut the book, toddle toddle, off you go. Thank you guys.
Yeah, part of them, right?
Hi there. So
Yep, go this way, guys. Okay, you go this way, good job.
we didn't talk about the meaning of the compound words, but I had already looked, I saw that was the teaching point, and I'd gone through the book and just quickly looked for other compound words, because it is about breaking. One of the things, if I had the vocabulary strategy strip, but I felt that I would have needed to have scaffolded that. There was more conversation in this. So
Okay.
I just went straight to a vocabulary solving strategy. Because I don't know that they necessarily